Welcome back to the United News, your ultimate source for Manchester United transfer madness, tactical breakdowns, and insider secrets that other channels won't tell you. I'm your host, and today we're diving into the most explosive transfer update that's got the entire football world talking. We're talking about deals that could reshape United's entire season, tactical revelations that'll blow your mind, and insider information that even Fabrizio Romano would be impressed by. What's coming up in today's episode? The Mbeumo saga reaches boiling point. Why £2.5 million is keeping Bryan Mbeumo away from Old Trafford? The real reason Brentford are playing hardball, and it's not what you think. Fabrizio Romano's latest updates and what they mean for United's pre-season plans. The free transfer that could save United's season. How Dusan Vlahovic could become the bargain of the century. Why Juventus are literally paying to get rid of their €80 million striker. The conditional contract that eliminates all risk for United. The Cunha revelation that exposed our biggest weakness. How our new signing already knows exactly how to hurt us. The training ground secrets that made Wolves score that corner goal. What this means for Ruben Amorim's defensive revolution. Plus, why Inter Milan want Højlund and what it means for our striker hunt. The three free agents United don't want you to get excited about. Amorim's tactical master plan and how these signings fit perfectly. But first, smash that like button. If you're a true Red Devil who lives and breathes Manchester United, hit that notification bell because we're about to drop some serious knowledge that'll make you the smartest United fan in your group chat. This isn't just another transfer update. This is the inside story of how United's entire summer could be transformed by deals worth over £100 million, players willing to take massive pay cuts, and tactical secrets that could fix our biggest problems overnight. So grab your favorite United shirt, get comfortable, and let's dive into the transfer chaos that's about to change everything at Old Trafford. Don't forget to subscribe to the United News for daily United content that hits different. We're building the biggest United community on YouTube, and we want you to be part of it. Let's get into it. Is Bryan Mbeumo finally coming to Old Trafford? Here's what we know right now. Hello United family. I know you've all been waiting for an update on the Bryan Mbeumo situation, and trust me, I've been glued to my phone just like you, refreshing transfer news every 5 minutes. So let me break down exactly where we stand with this transfer saga that's been going on for weeks now. The current situation, where do we stand? Right now, we're in a bit of a waiting game. Manchester United have been chasing Brentford's Bryan Mbeumo for about a month now, and honestly, it's been a roller coaster of emotions for all of us. The good news? We're still very much in the race. The frustrating news? It's taking much longer than any of us hoped. As of this week, our club has put in a bid worth £62.5 million for the 25-year-old winger. But here's the thing, Brentford said no. This isn't our first rejected offer either. We started with a £55 million bid back in early June, then tried again with the same amount plus £7.5 million in add-ons. That got rejected too. So what's the holdup? Well, Brentford want £65 million for their star player. That's only £2.5 million more than what we've offered, which sounds like peanuts in today's transfer market, right? But it's not just about the total amount, it's about how we pay it. The money talk. Why haven't we sealed the deal yet? You might be wondering why we don't just pay the extra £2.5 million and get this done. Trust me, I've been thinking the same thing. But here's where it gets tricky. Brentford don't just want £65 million, they want most of it, maybe even all of it, paid up front. That's a big ask in today's market where clubs usually spread payments over several years. Think about it from our perspective. We're trying to be smart with our money. We've got other targets to chase this summer, and paying £65 million in one go would eat up a huge chunk of our transfer budget. Plus, we're still dealing with financial fair play rules, so every penny counts. But from Brentford's side, I get it too. They know Mbeumo is their biggest asset, and they want to make sure they get the full value without any risk of future payments not coming through. What does Bryan Mbeumo want? This is probably the most encouraging part of the whole story. According to reports, Mbeumo has already agreed personal terms with us. The player himself has made it clear that Old Trafford is his dream destination. He doesn't want to go anywhere else. Word is that we've sorted out a contract worth around £150,000 per week, with bonuses that could take it higher. If we qualify for the Champions League at the end of next season, his wages would jump to around £200,000 per week. That's a fair deal for a player of his quality, and it shows we're serious about making this happen. The fact that Mbeumo only wants to join us is huge. It means we don't have to worry about other clubs swooping in at the last minute. When a player sets his heart on United, that usually works in our favor. Why do we need Bryan Mbeumo? Some of you might be asking why we're so focused on this one player. Let me explain why Mbeumo makes perfect sense for us right now. First, look at our current attacking options. We've got some talent, but we need more depth and different types of players. Mbeumo is quick, direct, and can play on either wing. He's also got that Premier League experience that's so valuable. He knows how to handle the physicality and pace of English football. Last season, Mbeumo scored 16 goals and got 10 assists for Brentford. Those are impressive numbers for a player at a smaller club. Imagine what he could do with better players around him and more chances to score. He's also at the perfect age. 25 years old means he's entering his prime years. We'd get several good seasons out of him, and he could even improve further playing at a higher level. The pre-season factor, are we running out of time? Here's where things get interesting. Our pre-season schedule is coming up fast. We play Leeds United in Sweden on July 19th, then fly straight to the United States for games against West Ham, Bournemouth, and Everton between July 26th and August 3rd. The club is hoping to get Mbeumo signed before we head to America. Having him with the squad for pre-season would be ideal. It gives him time to settle in, learn our playing style, and build chemistry with his new teammates. But even if we miss that deadline, it's not the end of the world. Players join clubs throughout the summer, and good players adapt quickly. Still, everyone at the club would prefer to have this sorted sooner rather than later. What's taking so long? I know this is frustrating for all of us. We see the gap between what we've offered and what Brentford wants, and it seems so small. So why can't we just get it done? The truth is, transfer negotiations are never simple. Both clubs have their own priorities and constraints. Brentford are trying to get the best deal possible for their star player. That's their job. They know once Mbeumo leaves, they'll struggle to replace his goals and assists. On our side, we're trying to be responsible with our spending while still getting the players we need. It's a delicate balance, and sometimes it takes time to find the right solution. There's also the matter of timing. Transfer windows can be unpredictable, and sometimes clubs wait to see what other options become available. Maybe Brentford are hoping another club will come in with a better offer, or maybe we're keeping an eye on alternative targets. The bigger picture, what this means for our summer. Mbeumo isn't the only player we're looking at this summer. The club has made it clear that we need to strengthen in multiple positions. We're apparently looking at a striker and a midfielder as well. But here's the thing, if we can't get the Mbeumo deal over the line, it might affect our other targets. We've got a budget to work with, and every million we spend on one player is a million we can't spend on another. That's why these negotiations matter so much. It's not just about getting one player, it's about setting up our entire summer transfer strategy. How are the fans reacting? I've been reading through social media and fan forums, and the reaction has been mixed. Some fans are getting impatient and want the club to just pay what Brentford are asking. Others are happy that we're being careful with our money and not overpaying. Personally, I understand both sides. We all want to see new signings and get excited about the new season. But we also don't want to see the club make silly financial decisions that could hurt us in the long run. What about other options? While we're focused on Mbeumo, the club must have backup plans. That's just smart business. But from everything I've heard, Mbeumo is clearly the first choice. The scouting team likes him, the coaching staff wants him, and the player wants to come here. Sometimes in football, when all the pieces fit together like this, you have to be patient and make it work. Rushing into alternatives might mean missing out on the perfect player for our system. The latest updates. As of right now, both clubs are still talking. The gap between the offer and the asking price is small enough that a deal is definitely possible. Reports suggest that we're working on a new structure that might satisfy both sides. Remember, transfer negotiations often go right down to the wire. Just because it's taking time doesn't mean it won't happen. Some of our best signings in recent years took weeks to complete. What should we expect next? Honestly, I think this deal will happen. The numbers are too close, and the player wants it too much for it to fall through completely. But it might take a few more days or even weeks to sort out the details. My guess is that we'll find a middle ground on the payment structure. Maybe we'll pay $60 million upfront and spread the rest over time, or include some performance-based bonuses that make everyone happy. The key thing is to stay patient. I know it's hard when you're checking transfer news every hour, but these things take time. The club is working hard behind the scenes to make it happen. What this means for the season ahead. If we do get Mbeumo, it would be a real statement signing. It shows that we're serious about competing at the highest level and that we can still attract top talent to Old Trafford. Having a player of his pace and directness would give us a different attacking option. He's the type of player who can change a game in a moment, and that's exactly what we need. Looking forward. So where does this leave us? Well, we're still in the game. The talks are continuing, the player wants to come, and the money gap isn't huge. All the ingredients are there for a successful transfer. Yes, it's taking longer than we'd like. Yes, it's frustrating to keep waiting for updates. But sometimes the best deals are the ones that take time to get right. I'll keep monitoring the situation and updating you as soon as there's any news. In the meantime, let's stay positive and trust that the club knows what it's doing. What do you think about the Mbeumo situation? Are you willing to wait for the right deal, or should we just pay what Brentford wants and move on? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, this is just the beginning of what could be an exciting summer of transfers. Whether Mbeumo comes or not, I'm confident that the club will strengthen the squad and give us something to be excited about for the new season. Keep supporting the team, keep believing in the process, and let's see what happens next in this transfer saga. One thing's for sure, it's never boring being a United fan. Final thoughts. As I finish writing this update, I'm reminded of why we love this club so much. Every transfer window brings hope, excitement, and yes, sometimes frustration. But that's all part of being a fan. The Mbeumo situation might test our patience, but it also shows that we're being smart about our business. We're not just throwing money around, we're trying to build something sustainable and successful. Whether this deal happens in the next few days or takes a few more weeks, I'm confident that the club is doing everything possible to improve the squad. And when that first whistle blows in the new season, we'll be ready to support the team no matter what. Stay tuned for more updates, and remember, we're all in this together. Glory, glory, Man United.